Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Blake Kirsch. I'm a third-generation realtor here in the Upstate of South Carolina, serving everything from Gaffney, South Carolina, all the way to the lakes of the western Upstate. Today we're going to be doing the second video in a series of videos about the small towns in South Carolina that you may find yourself moving to. This video is going to be about Clinton, South Carolina. Now, say that you're moving from California and you just got relocated to a business that is in Clinton or near Clinton, South Carolina, and you're thinking, what the heck is Clinton, South Carolina? I have heard of Greenville, I've heard of Spartanburg, I've flown into Greenville Spartanburg Airport, but I've never heard of Clinton. Well, this video is going to be all about Clinton and kind of give you a crash course on that little town. In general, all of the towns in the upstate of South Carolina are amazing because they're close to all the other ones, and you can enjoy Greenville, Spartanburg, Clinton, Anderson, Lawrence, Duncan, Greer, all within a short drive. But today we're going to be talking just about Clinton, so let's get into it. Clinton is a small city that's located in Lawrence County just off Interstate 26, which means you have easy access to places like Greenville, Spartanburg, and Columbia. You're only 40 minutes to Greenville, so it's totally accessible for a date night. You're 45 minutes to Spartanburg, which is great, so you can go catch a Spartanburgers game, no problem. And you're just a little bit over an hour to Columbia, so you may not go there all the time, but if you need to go to the State House for something, Columbia is only a short drive away. That makes Clinton ideal for commuters who want to live near any of these big city amenities or work in any of these big cities without actually living in the city and dealing with the hustle and the bustle. One of the first things that you notice about Clinton is this historic downtown. I was driving the other day, showing houses in Greenwood, coming back to my home on Lake Bowen, and I drove through Clinton, and I actually hadn't driven through downtown Clinton proper in several months. It was Friday night and it was pumping. There were so many people out in downtown Clinton, and I was like, where am I? What town is this? And I was like, oh my gosh, this is downtown Clinton. So that actually spurred me to want to make a video about it because I have sold a lot of homes there, have a lot of clients that are interested in homes in Clinton, and if you are interested, this might give you a little crash course on some of the different things that you can do there. It has a classic southern vibe downtown, so it has brick sidewalks, vintage storefronts, and old growth trees, a lot of beautiful trees and plants that just give the downtown a lot of charm. It's not just about the looks either. The city is definitely making the investments that it needs to make in revitalizing and breathing new life into that area. And I would say almost all of the small towns in the upstate are in some level of revitalization just because of the increase of people moving here and the increased property values and the increased interest in people wanting to live in these smaller towns. So you'll see almost all of our downtowns, from little downtown Inman to downtown Clinton, are having new life breathed into them and becoming more charming, kind of like downtown Tryon or downtown Landrum. There are new businesses popping up all around Clinton. There's new community events, and there's a growing energy that really makes Clinton feel like a town on the rise, which reminds me of Spartanburg 6 or 7 years ago. Everybody got so excited because Spartanburg was coming back. Spartanburg was seeing new investments. Spartanburg was seeing new businesses. And that can be really exciting for locals, but it's also a great thing to jump on if you're moving from a different place. If you're moving from California and you're thinking of starting a small business, why not open it in Clinton, where people want new business? They want investment. There's lots of opportunity here for that in the upstate. Speaking of energy, we can't talk about Clinton without talking about Presbyterian College, or PC as everybody who is around here calls it. PC is a private liberal arts college that is located in the heart of Clinton, and it plays a huge role in the community. From athletic events to concerts to culture festivals and community outreach, the college adds a huge youthful and vibrant vibe to the downtown area. On game days, the whole city turns into a whole slew of blue. Downtown Clinton is all blue on PC game days to support the Blue Hose as a name that came to PC because of the socks that the football team used to wear. It looked like Blue Hose, so that's what they call the name. That's not their mascot, that's kind of the team name, the PC Blue Hose in Clinton. It's a great example of how college and community can fit together and work in a positive way. I would say in general, The colleges in the upstate of South Carolina define a lot of who we are. In the western part of the upstate, near the lakes, we have Clemson, which is obviously a huge part of our local culture. Tons of people who live here went to Clemson, live in Clemson, work at Clemson. So Clemson is definitely, oh look, I'm wearing my orange today too. Clemson is definitely a school that defines a lot of our culture here in the upstate and defines a lot of our weekends. Clemson games are super fun and thousands of people come from all over the world to come watch Clemson games, and so do the locals. So Clemson, one school that defines the upstate. Other examples would be Furman for Greenville, or Wofford for Spartanburg, or Upstate and Converse for Spartanburg. Spartanburg has 7 schools, so there are so many schools in the upstate, and that's no different for Clinton. Clinton supporting PC definitely gives the town something to look forward to and has continued to be a steady source of vitality and income for Clinton. Now let's get into the fun stuff. Things to do around Clinton. For outdoor lovers, there's plenty to do. Clinton has a community YMCA that is fantastic, that has a fitness center, swimming pool, sports leagues, and more. So the YMCA is definitely a big part of life in Clinton. If you're into golf, you can check out the Musgrove Mill Golf Club, which is a beautiful course and has a peaceful setting. Definitely one of the many, many beautiful golf courses here in the upstate. There's also Bailey Memorial Stadium where you can catch football games and local events. So there's plenty to do in Clinton without having to drive to Greenville and Spartanburg, even though they are very close. If you're looking to explore nature, the Musgrove Mill Historic Site is definitely a really cool place to check out. Kind of like the Cowpens Battlefield is for Chesney and Gaffney, the Musgrove Mill State Historic Site is that kind of outdoor experience for Clinton. This is a place that has beautiful hiking trails, a scenic river, and a lot of Revolutionary War history, which we take for granted in South Carolina. Many states in the United States don't have places you can go learn about Revolutionary history or Civil War history because they weren't states yet. South Carolina, of course, is one of the 13 original colonies, so we have lots of really cool history from the founding of our nation. And it's fun to enjoy that in Charleston, Clinton, Greenville, all over the state. You can also head over to Lake Raven or to Lake Greenwood. Both are great spots for fishing, for boating, for relaxing on the water. They're both really close to Lawrence, part of Lawrence County, very close drives from Clinton. Now let's talk about one of my favorite topics, and you know from my videos we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about where are we going to eat in Clinton. This town might be small, but it's packed with some really good food. One of my local favorites is Dempsey's Pizza, known for its all-you-can-eat buffet, and trust me, my family has hit it up plenty of times, and it has a very casual atmosphere, so it's great for anybody, anytime. Another great spot to check out is Steamers Café, which is a laid-back restaurant that has southern food, burgers, seafood, so definitely check that out. If you're craving something sweet, you might want to head over to House of Pizza or the Coffee Shelf, a cozy cafe where you can grab a latte and read a book or work. For me, all of these small towns serve as my office during the day while I'm out showing houses. And of course, I'm sure if you've gone down 26, you know all about Blue Ocean Seafood, which is a hidden gem in Clinton. They have great fried shrimp, hush puppies, always a good place to hit. So if you are considering moving to Clinton and perhaps you're looking at houses down that way, grab some good seafood and think about what house I just showed you you're gonna buy. But obviously, when you do choose a small town, you want to know that the things that you want on a daily basis are going to be there. You don't want to have to drive to Greenville 40 minutes to be able to have a quick dinner or to be able to buy your necessities for your daily life. Clinton is definitely a good option for that because it has lots of fun right where it is. When it comes to housing and real estate, Clinton is incredibly attractive for anybody who's looking for affordability and space. You'll find everything from charming historic homes near the downtown area to ranch-style homes on quiet lots, to even newer builds in suburban-style neighborhoods. There's a little something for everyone in Clinton. Of course, I would say that the majority of my clients that are moving to Clinton are moving there because they want a little bit more land. So maybe a house with 4 or 5 acres. There's the opportunity there to have a lot of acreage. There's the opportunity there to live right downtown in a historic home. So you never really know what you're going to get when you're looking at houses in Clinton, but it has a little bit of something for everybody. Whether you're looking for a starter home or something with acreage or a fixer-upper or even an investment property, there's a wide range of options. If you are an investor, Clinton and Wellford would be definitely some places I would look into as growing areas to buy in. As a realtor here in the Upstate, I've helped people find homes in all price points in Clinton. Everything from pushing $1 million homes to great homes below $200,000 and good investment properties below $200,000. Plus, Lawrence County has some of the most reasonable taxes in our state. Anything that's going to be more rural might save you a little bit more on taxes. If you are looking into land, if you're looking into trying to save on taxes when buying a piece of property with acreage, check out my video that's about South Carolina property taxes with Sharon West, and it'll talk about how you can save based on having 10 or more acres. But in general, you'll know from moving from California or New York, South Carolina's property taxes are very reasonable in the grand scheme of things. So I think Clinton being even more reasonable makes it a great choice for people, especially if they're younger, retiring, or conscious about their taxes that they're paying. For people thinking of moving to Clinton, School District 56 in Lawrence County serves the Clinton area. We also have Presbyterian College there, which adds a sense, I would say, of educational pride. So education and a focus on that is very deep in the community, all the way from the elementary schools straight into Presbyterian College. If you're looking for somewhere to work, possibly in the healthcare system, or you need to be close to good healthcare, Prisma Healthcare in Lawrence County Hospital is just a few minutes away from anywhere in Clinton, offering local access to medical care and job opportunities. If you're looking to move here as a nurse, or if you are a travel nurse, or if you do need to be close to a hospital for health reasons, Lawrence does have very good access to healthcare, as does much of the Upstate. One of the best parts about living in Clinton is it's centrally located to everything. You're under an hour to Greenville, which you can look up some of my other videos. Greenville is amazing. It has a vibrant downtown with world-class restaurants, shopping, and entertainment, and that is less than 40 minutes away. You're also just over an hour to Columbia, which is the capital of South Carolina. So if you are working in something that requires you to lobby or to be anywhere near the political sphere of South Carolina, Clinton is a good option because it's only an hour away from Columbia. Columbia is also a great city, which has really cool restaurants and a zoo. And living in Clinton means you're not very far from Lexington, South Carolina, which means you're pretty close to Lake Murray. So really, Clinton is centrally located to all of the lakes in the Upstate. If you are interested in having a boat but maybe aren't there yet to have a lake house, you definitely have options of places to take it. When you're ready to escape Clinton for the weekend, you can be at the mountains in under an hour. You can be at the beach in 3 hours. Asheville, North Carolina, which is one of the most amazing cities in our entire country, is only 90 minutes away, which gives you direct access to places like Sierra Nevada Brewing Company and the wineries in Western North Carolina. So definitely Clinton is convenient to the mountains and the beach. So if you're thinking of moving to the upstate of South Carolina and you want to find something that has historical charm with living that might be a little bit more on the outskirts, that's close possibly to Greenville and Spartanburg and Columbia, has lake life, has good food, and is a growing atmosphere with lots of economic opportunity, Clinton might be the option for you. If you are interested in Clinton or any of the other small towns here in the upstate of South Carolina, take the quiz in the description below and it can help you find out what area fits you best, but the person who's going to help you find the best area without a doubt is me. Give me a call today if you're thinking of moving to the upstate of South Carolina so I can walk through your options, tell you about the upstate, discuss towns with you, and help you find what fits you and your needs the best. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video, which is going to be about another small town here in the upstate.